Alright guys, here is Titan's Return Deluxe Class WOLFWIRE, aka Weird Wolf, from Wave 2 of the Deluxes in Titan's Return. As you see, he's a yellow wolf. He comes with his bio card. Never going to flip that right. With Monxo, WOLFWIRE and Monxo, instead of Weird Wolf and Monxo. I will, of course, continue to call them Weird Wolf and Monxo, but they're their official names from the instruction or from the bio card. And he also comes with his instruction sheet. Pretty standard fare for a deluxe class transformer these days. You can see he's got a weapon up here. You can set Monxo in there. The gun can detach. It's got two pegs here that go on these slots here on his back. You can peg it on to the waist in any configuration you prefer, either side to side or if you want it more like that. But it does fit in there. Monxo himself is hiding inside here. Just open that little canopy up on his back. And here he is in robot mode. And you can see, much like Stylor, no paint on his little micro face. We can fix that up. Plenty of paint on his actual face, but not on his micro face. Also, I thought this may have just been my copy, but I'm seeing reports of it on other copies too. The paint on the claws, it looks kind of roughly brushed on, and you can still see some of the blue through it. I'm not sure if that's a factory error or if it's intended to be that way to look like he scratched up his claws. I don't know. I would assume they're intended to be solid silver, but I've seen reports of more than just mine having this kind of rough paint on the claws. He's got a little opening mouth here, which is kind of cool, with some translucent pinkish purple plastic in there. His head can turn. It can kind of turn side to side. I'm not sure if it's a ball joint that's on or it's just a hinge. It looks like it's a swivel and a hinge, so he can kind of look side to side, and he can rotate his head. The tail can rotate, but that's about it. Legs are posable back here, a little bit at the foot, the knee. There's a hinge, a ball joint up there for his paw, his front paw, and of course, ball joints up here at the both the rear hips and the front shoulders. So yeah, there he is. We've already got the gun off, so we'll go ahead and pull the sword out as well. And we'll straighten his legs here. This piece then comes down to form his lower leg like that. Flip out the heel spurs here. And bring those down. Open up this whole canopy piece here. And you can see there's a couple tabs here that are slotted into this back piece. And it can collapse this for robot mode. You pull it straight up so those come untabbed. Push the whole piece up, and there's a couple slots up here, right up at the top of this, that those tabs now go into and collapses into the body. And you just fold that back down, and that collapses his body to form the robot torso. The arms come down. The paws rotate on that ball joint, fold up behind the arm. And you pop these little panels here open, flip out his fists, snap that back into place. There we go. Bring his arms down. His wolf head unpegs from right here, folds it down onto his back. His ears have a couple little slots here that they can fit into back here on the back. There's a backpack. Take Monxo, fold him in half, got the red face, plug him in, and there is WOLFWIRE. Wolf mode's a little lanky, especially the back legs. I may floor polish up a couple of the joints because they're a little wobbly. His robot mode is surprisingly solid. I like it. It's chunky, and everything holds together well. Ball joints at the shoulders, of course the ball joint there at the neck on the head. Bicep swivel. Hinge elbows, no wrist swivel because of how they transform. Waist swivel, it's a little limited because of this gray piece back here, but he does have a waist swivel. Ball joint hips, thigh swivel, hinge knees. And the foot's on a ball joint. It doesn't go back so much, but it can go forward a little bit. And it does give him some degree of ankle tilt as well. But yeah, he's actually he's one of the more solid figures in the wave. I like him a lot. chubby, sturdy. Like I said, his wolf mode suffers a little bit of weakness from the way, from just how spindly the rear wolf legs are, but his robot mode's really nice. He's got a sword. He's got his gun, which again you can have him hold sideways. You can use the peg on top there. So, and I like the design of his gun. It's big because he has, it has the seat for the headmaster in it, but I like that he can hold it in a way that doesn't belie the seat inside of it. It looks like a big gun, but it does look like a gun. And a real quick comparison for him here too, with his Function X counterpart, just to show those off. I found my G1 Weird Wolf's head. I found Monxo. I cannot find his body. If I find his body, I will show off a comparison of WOLFWIRE with his G1 self, like I've been doing with several of the headmasters. But until then, have to settle for that. Again, we'll see all the Decepticon headmasters in Mindwipe's video if you want to see all 3 of the officially released Decepticons together. But there he is. Titan's Return Deluxe WOLFWIRE.